reciting a certificate or parchment from a grateful nation. Okay, we are here to have fun and celebrate together. And we have kind of a eclectic group here this evening. So to help you all kind of know each other a little bit better before we get started, starting in back and circling around and over out this direction is mostly water polo alumni who are in for the alumni weekend. Many of them brought their spouses, some children, family. Of those alums, there are those that I have played with. That didn't sound real good, did it? I think you know what I mean. Those that I've coached, recruited, and there's even a small population of them that tonight I'll refer to as the wedding crashers, because I didn't recruit or coach them, but they touched my heart by taking the opportunity to come and celebrate with us anyway, so thank you. Then we have a large group in here of past and present athletic department folks. Two of the 5 athletic directors that I've worked for and their spouses are here, Randy and Becky Spetman and Hans and Sally Mew. There's a large collection of former bosses, current bosses, coaching colleagues, co-workers. There are bosses here that I later supervised. People I supervised that became my boss. I've been here so long, I've become my own grandpa. So there's a few here that I want to make special note of. Out here in this alumni group, there are 10, maybe 11, I've lost count, assistant water polo coaches who have propped me up during my 25 years of coaching, so if they could stand and be recognized, all assistant coaches. Up, where is Joanne Rodriguez? Somebody may have to prop her up on a chair so we can see her. But then my longtime administrative assistant and the boss I worked for the longest. Then wanted to have a shout out to the soccer family over here that are here in Mass, even though it is their soccer alumni weekend also. They honored us by choosing to be here instead of with their peeps tonight. And special mention is to soccer coach Marty Buckley, who came off his deathbed to be with us this evening. For those who don't know, Buck was in the hospital, belly split open, his insides were taken and laid on the bed next to him. The doctor had given him 0% chance to live, and the priest was called in to administer last rites. True story. Fortunately for Buck, it was a wily old Irish priest who knew enough to bend down and whisper in Buck's ear that Anheuser-Busch had just lost the vending rights in heaven. And that if he went now, he would never ever taste his beloved Budweiser again. So thanks to an Irish padre, Buck had a miraculous recovery and is here with us this evening. There's also a final group I'd like to mention, and that is the group that was here in 1981, bosses, co-workers in the department, when Barb first arrived from Pennsylvania, and I first showed up from California to work in the department. Among that group, we have Ed and Sue Clyett. We got Lou and Sandy Burkle. Dean Miranda. Phil and Mary Kay Stone. Where's Fast Eddie Wishers? Charlie and Carol Straw over the soccer table. And Dana and Marie Herbert over here. Dana is,
I think he's too far forward.
Dana is scoffing at 37 years, like that was like 2 decades ago, buddy. So, been here a long time. If there's anybody here I've forgotten, please forgive me. But many of them were at our wedding, as well as a lot of these early 80s grads in here, so thank you all. We also have a group kind of sliced in here of our bike group. The infamous gang of old people that affectionately and I might say accurately refer to ourselves as the Tour de Farce. There is some current and past neighbors around. Of note is Jackie Carlson here, former neighbor, longtime friend, who flew in from the East Coast just to celebrate with us this evening. A handful of people from the Dean of Faculty, current and former faculty team reps, thank you for coming. And we even have one of my classmates from Stalag 17, Tom Logan and his wife Rochelle. Everything that Tom says tonight is an absolute lie. And on to my family. Both my brothers are here. Older brother Walt, younger brother Phil, as well as our 3 lovely children, oldest daughter Jody, son Brian, youngest daughter Bridget. And last, we are honored that we even have a sprinkling of water polo parents. You know, you're doing a good job coaching when the parents want to come too, right? So, of mention, I'd like to say Tim Harris, who is here and was my very first recruiting class, showed up here in the summer of '82. Tim and Jill's son, Campbell, is sitting over here and is a freshman on the team now, my last recruiting class. Father, son, first and last recruiting class, just how cool is that? It's my first sign I should be tired. So we have quite a diverse group here this evening, and I'm amazed as I look around how many of you cross over into other groups. But Barb and I want you to know that every single one of you are in at least 2 groups. Because all of you are in the most important group to us. And that is the group Barb and I are blessed to call friends. And even though our retirement might be the spark of this gathering of friends, know that there are only 2 of us, and there's almost 200 of you. So do the math. Okay, there's no way that the 2 of us have impacted all your lives to the level that all of you have blessed and enriched ours. So hopefully you feel like we do. Sounds like a song, right? Hopefully you feel like we do, in that all of us here are the lucky ones. We're lucky because we have each other. So let's kick back, relax, let's have a ton of fun, and make tonight an amazing celebration of our collective friendship. And with that, I'm going to introduce to you your MC for the night. Okay? Lieutenant Colonel retired, Steve Spanovich. Spano's an '89 grad, 4-year letter winner in water polo, and his senior year was a conference player of the year as well as an honorable mention All-American. He was a career special tactics officer in the Air Force and led combat control teams into Bosnia and Iraq. He had 1 tour of duty here in the athletic department as assistant coach and a PE instructor. And I still pity that cadet who showed up in his water spotter class the first day with a swimsuit on and both nipple rings still in. Truth be told, Spano was the MC at my first retirement in 1999. Obviously, he didn't do that good of a job. Because 19 years later, I'm still here. So we're going to give Spano a second shot at this. And I'm very confident that he's going to be highly successful this time around. Please welcome Steve Spano.
A little more of the backstory on the, my whole experience coming here is, I was probably the easiest recruit Jeff ever had getting to the academy, and I was the hardest cadet to keep at the academy. I don't know how many times Jeff made deals with the devil, negotiated, consoled, cajoled the academic review committees at the Air Force Academy to retain my sorry rear end. But he did, and I'm very grateful for that. I did finally graduate in '89 with a respectable 2.03 GPA. Boom! Keep that one. It just goes to show you can still have a pretty successful career in our Air Force if you weren't the greatest in the academic halls. All right, so with that, we have more to come. I'd like you all to enjoy your salads, and when I come back up here, we'll start the presentations and the guest speakers. Thank you.